Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about all the different campaigns that just kicked in right after today's maintenance. So the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, there was maintenance today and the servers did come online on time today. There was no delays, there was no maintenance extension, everything was all good and dandy. Now, with that being said, there were some system changes or some patch notes, and of course, that is the new urgent quest. Technically, it's not really new, but basically all of the Alio region UQs have now been changed to Halfia Lake Counterattack Part 2, so every time a UQ comes up, it's guaranteed to be this one. I do recommend running this one specifically because there is a campaign tied behind it, and on top of that, there are also these special tokens that drop from this urgent quest, which you can use to exchange for these new capsules, which is of course the Gigas Mass Day. Now in tomorrow's video, we will take a closer look at this capsule over here to see if it's better than the Gland Gigas Mass Day. However, I think this one is probably just going to be more PP oriented instead of HP oriented, but nevertheless, we'll take a look tomorrow. Next up are a bunch of bug fixes as well as bugs that they know that they will be needing to fix, so just keep that in mind. And then of course, we do get a bunch of compensation. We get 40 star gems compensation, and then other than that, there will not be a maintenance until 2 weeks time on May 7th. That is the next scheduled maintenance. Now with that being said, of course, the Halpha Super Origin Festival is now in full swing, which means that we do get 10 free pulls every single day. So I do recommend people to log in every single day so that you can get your 150 free pulls. Now remember, this 150 free pulls is only for part 1. This goes up to May 14, so you have plenty of time, but just make sure that you do log in every single day, because remember, you are limited to 10 free pulls a day. You cannot wait until May 13 or May 14, log in and do all 150 pulls in a single sitting. It does not work like that. It's 10 pulls every single day. So in order to get all 150 pulls, you are going to need to log in a total of 15 days within this time period. Now for my friends who are wondering, hey Carol, I believe you said 300 pulls before, why is it only 150 now? And that's because we get 150 in part 1 and another 150 on part 2. And well, you know, they're set at different dates, so you know, basically just log in every single day, do your 150 pulls, and then once May 14th rolls around, we get another 150 pulls, and that will span all the way till June 4th. Now do not worry if you get duplicate items, because we have the Super SG item recycle, so you can turn all of your duplicate items into SG recycle badges, which you can use in order to pick up some rare items in the seasonal event NPC recycle option. Next up is of course the Super Use the Salon to your heart's content, so you're able to just use the salon as much as you want. However, remember, if you want to change the color of your outfits, you are still going to need to use a color change pass. Next up is the Receive Weekly Halpha Super Origin Gifts, so literally just log in every week and you get a whole bunch of goodies. There's a whole bunch of parts over here, so part 1 all the way to part 6. Basically just log in every single week and you get all of these nice goodies, including Super Origin Festival 10 scratch tickets. You get 5 NEX cubes, Mars updaters, and Demios augment transfer pass vouchers, which is really nice. You get 4 of them. You also get NEX rare draw rate plus 25%, NEXP earn plus 50%, as well as 5 Rappy shaped fritters. So this is nothing to sleep on. You definitely want to get all of these freebies, so just make sure that you log in once every single week. Now on top of that, there are a ton of boosts going on, as you can see right here. First of all, we've got the PSO2 day boost, we've got the Super Origin boost for premium members, we've got the Super Origin boost for non-premium members, we got more PSO2 day buffs, and of course we have the Super Item Enhancement Support campaign. This does not kick in yet. This actually kicks in on May 1st. But as you can see here, it does apply to all weapons, all equipment, and it is absolutely amazing. So if you've been holding on to all of your Golden Prim Sword 2s, you'll be able to enhance them and make them into weapon fodders, as this will apply to those as well. Then we have the Super Reward Boxes, and this is a new special reward box featuring 50% more rewards, now available at a limited time. In order to earn these reward box medals, you are going to need to run the new urgent quest. So that is of course the Alio UQ right now. So just make sure that whenever it pops up that you run it in order to get your reward box medals, so that you can guarantee all of these rewards. Now, in order to make your life a little bit easier, there is is a pre-announced urgent quest going on right now, which actually tells you when all the UQs will come up. I will leave this link in the description below because it does automatically convert into your local time zone, so you can see whenever there is a UQ or a concert going on, and that way you can plan accordingly. And it actually goes all the way to May 19th. So you have the UQ schedule from today all the way till May 19th. So that is really nice. Next up is the Halpha Super Origin Festival Celebration, the ARKS Cash Super Sale. This is literally a 50% off right now, so if you want to top up, now is a pretty good time to top up. You basically top up $10 and you get $22 in return, which is pretty awesome. However, remember the way the Steam store works is a little bit different. You have to purchase $22 worth of AC the normal way, and then you just get an additional 1,200 AC as a bonus when you log in. Now, do keep in mind that these are limited to one purchase on each store. So on the Steam store, you can only do this once. You can do it once on the Microsoft Store, PlayStation Store, Epic Games Store, as well as with Razer Gold. So there is some limitation to that, but nevertheless, it is a pretty good deal. And then on top of that, after you bought all of that AC, if you do decide to buy it, there are, of course, the Halpha Super Origin Festival Celebration great deals in the AC shop. And the Halpha Super Origin Festival premium set is definitely worth it. This one costs 3,200 AC, which will give you the 90 days premium. I believe 90 days premium by itself costs like 3,300 AC anyway, so it's a discount, and then you're getting all of these goodies, which are actually pretty significant. You're getting an N augmentation item protection. This is a full-on protection, very nice. You're getting the Fixa Success and Substitute level 3, so this is guaranteed level 4 Fixa on any of your gear. You've got, this one doesn't really matter, the customization disc is like meh, but you get a Lux Hal Finale, a Grand Gladiosol, as well as a Grand Dreadkeeper 2, and if you don't care about them, you can always just throw them onto the player market and sell them. Keep in mind, these are not S variants, so they are not 100% success rates. These are just the normal capsules, okay? Now, as for an inventory plus 10, as well as the character storage expansion, these are really up to you. I don't really know if they're worth it or not. But keep in mind that the N inventory is account-wide versus the character storage is, of course, bound to your character. And then last but not least, there is, of course, some changes to the time to catch up beginner and returning player support campaign. So a lot of these things are still the same. So for those who don't know, as a returning player, you actually get a lot of boosts. And as a new player, you get even more. So you actually get a ton of EXP earned until level 80. As you can see here, it's a 300% EXP boost in all of these areas. Now, if you're an existing player, do not worry, all of these buffs still stay around. Just go to these combat zones and you automatically get this 300% EXP earned on top of all of the current active boosts, so they do stack on top of each other, which is pretty awesome. There's all the different free gear. Literally, you can beat the entire story without building anything now. So you get the Hextra weapons, the Evil Coat weapons, as well as the Epitaph weapons, so that's super easy. You get a ton of Meseta, as well as a ton of rewards for just beating the game and just like, you know, just playing the game in general. So there are a ton of freebies. Now, something I believe that they added is this part over here. Trainia will be automatically uncovered as you progress through the story. So in order to get your skill points, you did have to unlock all the Trainias. And back in the day, I believe you had to explore and find all the different Trainias. It wasn't hard to find, but it, you know, you had to explore a little bit. But now they automatically unlock as you progress through the story. You still need to do the Trainia for your skill points though, so just keep that in mind. Make sure that you do teleport to all the different Trainias and actually do them in order to get all of your extra skill points so that you can actually, you know, utilize it to unlock your entire skill tree. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.